Okay, hey everybody, what's going on? I know I said that I was going to post a hardtack video and also a video on bugging in and bugging out. The hardtack video is done, it just needs to be edited and put together, and I've had a few issues for the past couple of days, so it's been a little bit rough, but I think now that I am back on track. So, tonight we're going to discuss bugging in and bugging out, and what I really think is the best option. So, when it comes myself, I think bugging in is the better option, because when you bug in, you're around your supplies. You don't have to worry about leaving your homestead if you're prepared to bug in. And it depends upon where you live. It could be, you could have neighbors to help you out, and it could be like a whole town defending itself. Now, bugging out is the disadvantage of bugging out is you can only carry a limited amount of supplies. You'll be on the road a lot, and there's no 100% guarantee of safety. You might have to worry about building fires, using sleeping bags, setting up camp, stuff like that. So, it's whatever in that situation. But now, in order to bug in, it's best that you make sure there's some things that you should have to consider when bugging in. One of those things is an abundance of resources. Like, take for example, you make sure you have access to water, food, naturally stuff for your weapons. That is always a plus, is stuff for your weapons. Is the land farmable or not? Can you grow crops there? The temperature, things like that is what you need to take into consideration. And also, is it easily defendable? I mean, when society does collapse, essentially you are, it's almost every man for himself, depending on where you live. If you live out in the country, bugging in is probably a good option, but if you live in the city or an urban area, it's best to bug out, for the simple reason that in the city it don't have that close-knit feeling like you do in the like you do here out in the country and small towns. So, bugging out in the cities would be the better option. But now, bugging in is always a better option. You're near your supplies. Everything's there where you need it. And when you bug in, the thing is, you got to look at, again, security. I cannot stress enough, security is pertinent to your survival. Take for example, you gotta count how many windows you have. On your window, you also like how many windows you have. You have to. My advice, get some opaque curtains, black them out. That way, if you have solar or a generator running, you can keep the lights from being seen from inside your house. Which, if you're going to have alternate power supplies, I would recommend solar or wind turbines, or possibly hydroelectric if you have a decent running stream or creek nearby. You have something like that nearby, it's going to be wonders for you, because the water can easily create power. Wind will create power, solar creates power. You can actually use a combination of all three if you live in the right environment, have the right circumstances in your area. Which myself, I'm actually currently working on doing a solar setup for my house. Right now I'm in my living room, and I mean, I've got a very small house. It's not really big at all. It wouldn't take, well, I mean, it's roomy for me and my wife and our animals, but I mean, it's not like a 2-story house. It's probably, I'm gonna guess, maybe 2,000 square foot, and that's ballparking it. So it's a decent sized house, but with the electricity that we use, I feel that I can easily switch this house over to solar and make it go at least 80% green. Which, you know, if the grid does go down, certain things that I won't be using will be the microwave, or the AC unit, because it would take a while to have that powered through solar, but I can power my lights, my television, things of that nature. I'll let stuff like my the Xbox that I have, things of that nature, the stuff that's not essential, I can let them run off grid power. You know, I'll let the TV and the cable box itself run on solar. That way, you know, we can keep up with the news or whatever, and that we will know what's going on out in the outside world. But, you know, bugging in, there's a lot to consider. Location, weather, climate, is the land farmable, things of that nature. And then when it comes to bugging out, basically, you know, when you bug out, you can't pack all your supplies with you. You can take a limited amount. And, you know, but, you know, if you have to bug out, you have to bug out. But even when you're bugging in, it's always best to keep a bug out bag right near, just in case you have to escape. And also, it's crucial to keep an emergency exit from your house. You know, yeah, everyone's all got the windows, the doors. Well, it may be a different situation. If you can, try to make a place in your floor where you can open up the door and crawl out from a side of the house. That way, you know, you can get out. Or if you have the time and want to put the effort in, have a tunnel that leads maybe half a mile from your house, somewhere like that, just enough, you know, where you can get away. And it's also important to have a panic room. That way, if somebody does get in, you have some place you can lock yourself in. And there, I'd advise keeping a week's worth of supplies. I mean, keep you enough weapons. And that way, you know, if something does happen, you have a place to go and you can lock your family in. But, okay, this right here, I'm going to conclude this video because it's been a long week. I'm tired. And there's other stuff I got to get done. But, you know, probably tomorrow, I will attempt to have up the video I'm making the hardtack. I got 2.5 sandwich bags out of it. And you'll actually get to see my wife make an appearance in this video. Apparently I was mixing either too slow or I made it look really, really goofy. So you kind of just see her not mad at me, just standing there with a blank look on my face. But that's besides the point. At least you know how to make it. I'll also jump in tomorrow and I'm either going to discuss security considerations for your house for bugging in, or I'll discuss some really good materials that you can read up on for prepping, bugging out, and stuff like that. But, you know, thanks for staying tuned with me and stuff. And I'll see you guys later. And tomorrow I'll be in a flatter location, moving all around. I'm just filming stuff in the living room because I don't feel like going to my kitchen. And I'll talk to you guys later.